Welcome to October 7th LeetCode Challenge. Maximum 6 to 9 number. You're given a positive integer num consisting of only digits 6 and 9. Return the maximum number you can get by changing at most one digit. 6 becomes 9 and 9 becomes 6. So for instance, example 1, you have the following number, positive integer. You have 9669, and you want to make the maximum number out of it by changing one digit. So 9, obviously you always want to, there's almost in all circumstances, you don't really want to change anything from 9 to 6. You want to change anything from 6 to 9 if you can, at the greatest common value, right? Common placeholder that is not a 9. So at this, we have the 9 to begin with, and the second number is a 6. We want to change this 6 to a 9. That will make it intuitively the largest number. So here are the results here. If you change each individual value, we could tell that by changing the second digit, result in the largest 9969 value. And that is pretty much the idea of that first one. However, the last digit is a 6, and the only digit is a 6, so we only want to change that value to 9, right? Changing the last value to 9 will make it 9999, which is the largest number possible. And if the number is already 9999 to begin with, which is the largest value, it's better not to apply any changes, so we don't do anything to it. So the constraints of the number is nums is between 1 to 10 to the 4, and number consists of only 6 and 9 digits. Alright, so this is a pretty straightforward one. So in this problem, we're given an integer nums, where every digit is either 6 or 9. Then we just basically want to change one digit each in the index to see which one makes the largest number. And intuitively, you can tell that if we change to the largest, the smallest index that's not a 9 to a 9, then we make the largest number. If it's already a 9, like this case right here, we just don't change anything. So those are from observation. So basically, there's 3 things we can note. Changing only incrementing one number can change from a 6 to a 9 would be the best option. We always change the highest digit from a 6, and we make it to a 9. And every digit that's a 9, we just need to make it basically keep the same. So here's some more examples here. So say we have 669, then we want to change that to basically 969, which would be largest. If you have the number 9669, I want to change that to 9969. Another example, if we have 999, we don't do anything to that. As example number 3 here, we just leave it the way it is. And if we have 96, we want to change that to 99. Pretty much that's the idea. Hence, the task is to find the highest value of 6 and convert that to 9 if it exists. If not, leave it the way it is. So let's convert the integer into an iterable object. So the most intuitive approach would be converting the digits and transversing to each digit in nums from high to low, basically. And then, however, if we transverse that, we can just modify it as we go. So the thing we want to do is basically convert the input and nums into an iterable object. So say we have a num character list, and basically want to make that into a list of the string num. So basically convert the input nums into a list of character lists. Next thing I want to do is iterate through the lists from high to low. So for each index and the current character, we're going to enumerate the num character list. Enumerate num character list. Iterate through it, and if we find the first 6, replace it with a 9. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, if that's equal to a 6, character 6 I should say, then we change that to a 9. So update the number at the character list at index I to be 9, character 9. Right? And then if not, we break from this loop. And then since we have a number character list, we want to basically join all the numbers in the character list back into an integer. So convert the modified character list into the integer and return it. So we can just return the integer value of joining of the number character list. Oops, run this. So this is the most intuitive approach. Just basically convert everything into a character list. Let's see, what am I doing here? Turn the int. Oh, I have 2 dots there. Alright, that looks runnable. Excellent. So yeah, that's not too bad. So say if we were have L as the maximum length of the nums, then therefore the time complexity would be the number of characters inside nums, or the number of the length of num. So since we have the input num, so basically at most big O of n times to convert each object and vice versa. So basically the length of nums is the time complexity. Space complexity is also big O of n, because we have to convert iterate through, make a list of it of size n, essentially. So that's pretty much it for this this method, is to convert integers into iterable object. However, in Python you could also use a similar approach using a built-in function where you don't really need to manually traverse it, iterate through it, I mean. So it's not really the best in demonstrating your ability to learn, but I can show it to you. It's pretty short. It's basically if you were to convert the number into a string and call this the string of num, and then next thing you want to do is so basically convert num into a string, which is good. Now since we don't need to iterate through it, we just return the built-in function of num.string.replace. So this is the built-in function called replace, which replaces each character of 6 with a 9 one time. And this should also work. Same time complexity, big O of n. Same space complexity, big O of n as well. Excellent. Alright, that is all. Have yourself a great day, guys.